Hello, welcome to Prime Movie Recaps. Today, I'll show you a 2017 thriller or movie called The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. Stephen performs open heart surgery at the start of the movie. He speaks with his anesthesiologist after surgery, and they discuss about watches. At a diner, Stephen meets Martin. Stephen appears to be Martin's mentor, as he had purchased the watch for Martin that he had inquired about with the anesthesiologist. Stephen has dinner with his family after his appointment with Martin. Bob, his long-haired son, asks if he can join his sister Kim at a party. Stephen thinks he can go as long as he shaves his head. Anna, Stephen's wife, advises him to just let him go. Stephen tells Kim that he's been spending time with Martin, a classmate of Kim's who aspires to be a cardiologist. Stephen and Anna have a strange sexual act that night, in which Anna poses on the bed for him, and he begins masturbating before getting up and kissing her. The next night, Anna and Stephen attend a banquet, at which Stephen is scheduled to speak. When Stephen is offered a beverage, he finishes his speech and reveals that he does not drink. Martin is invited to supper by Stephen. You get the impression from Martin at this point that he's truly quite frightening and strange. We learn that Martin's father died 10 years ago in a car accident, leaving him and his mother to live together. Martin stays out in Kim's room with Stephen's kids and asks them about themselves. We discover Kim is a member of a chorus. Kim and Martin go for a walk together, and as he sits and watches, she sings for him in front of a tree. Kim and Martin start to have feelings for one another. Later, while driving through the hospital's parking garage, Stephen notices Martin following him. Martin invites Stephen to dinner at his home. Stephen agrees. Martin informs Stephen as they're eating supper that afterward, they should all watch his and his father's favorite movie. They certainly do. Groundhog Day has arrived. Martin claims to be tired and goes up, leaving Stephen alone with his mother. She indicates that her late husband was a patient of his, and she recalls seeing him when she was admitted to the hospital following the accident. Stephen gets up and walks away after she comments Stephen has beautiful hands, and proceeds to kiss and suck on his fingers. Stephen and Anna are to his anesthesiologist's house for a BBQ day, and Martin calls Stephen. Martin is waiting for Stephen at the diner where they typically meet, but Stephen says he can't. Bob is running late for school the next day. Stephen walks in to tell him he needs to get out of bed, but Bob refuses. He is unable to stand since he is unable to feel his legs. He is rushed to the hospital, where he undergoes a thorough neurological examination. Before being told that nothing is wrong, he has regained his ability to walk and is on his way out of the hospital with Anna when he falls. He can no longer feel his legs. Martin shows up the next day to pay a visit to Bob in the hospital, and Bob isn't thrilled. Martin instructs Stephen to meet him at the cafeteria of the hospital. He warns him not to get up in front of him again. Martin tells Stephen in the cafeteria that he believes Stephen is his father's killer because his father died on Stephen's operating table. He claims that because Stephen assassinated a member of his family, he would now have to assassinate a member of his own family to make up for it. He warns Stephen that if he doesn't, his entire family will perish. To begin with, they have lost the use of their legs. Second, by refusing to eat to the point of starvation. Finally, their eyes will begin to hemorrhage. They'll die in a matter of hours after that. Stephen approaches Bob and requests that he consume some of the donuts that Anna has brought for him. In fact, refuse to eat. Kim later collapses during a rehearsal of Carol of the Bells while at choir practice. She ends up in the same hospital room as Bob. She too will not eat. The hospital continues to test the two of them and determines that nothing is wrong with them based on the results. Stephen informs Anna of Martin's statement. She inquires as to whether he had consumed alcohol on the day he operated on Martin's father. He says it's possible, but a fatality on an operating table is always the result of an anesthesiologist's error. The anesthesiologist says he remembers Stephen having 2 beers the morning before operating on Martin's father, and Anna agrees. He claims that it is the surgeon's fault, not his. When someone dies, he then demands that Anna work as a handmaid in exchange for the information he provided. Anna is at the hospital with her children when Kim receives a phone call from Martin a day or 2 later. Since they initially met, the two had been seeing each other. He urges her to get up and walk over to the window to see him in the parking lot. She can suddenly stand up and walk over to the window, but she doesn't see him. She returns to her bed, and as soon as she hangs up the phone, her legs stop working again. It is decided that the children will return home rather than remain in the hospital. Anna pays a visit to Martin. He informs her that he believes Stephen murdered his father, and Anna wonders why she and her children must bear the brunt of Stephen's error. He doesn't respond. but explains that since his father died, he hasn't been able to sleep. Stephen has been flirting with his mother, and he believes they are a wonderful match. When the children return home, we learn that they are aware of Stephen's decision and that they are all attempting to persuade him not to die. Bob claims he wants to be a cardiologist and cuts his own hair. Stephen later brings Anna down to the basement, where he has Martin strapped to a chair, his face covered in wounds and bruises. He thrashes Martin in an attempt to force him to stop. When everyone is asleep, Kim pulls herself down to the basement late at night and asks Martin to let her walk again so the two of them may escape away together. Stephen and Anna awaken to find Kim missing from her bed, and they search every room for her, but she is nowhere to be found. They descend to the basement, but she is nowhere to be seen. Stephen interrogates Martin about what he did to her. They begin driving around the area, till they come across her dragging herself along, her knees and legs bleeding. Stephen treats her wounds at home, as she apologizes for traveling down to see him. The next day, Anna claims to have set Martin free, but Bob's eyes begin to hemorrhage. It's now up to Stephen to make his decision. He tapes up his family members and covers their heads with pillows before seating them in the living room. He takes a rifle and stands in the middle of them, pulling a beanie over his face before spinning in a circle and firing the gun at random. He continues this a few times, only hitting house furniture, until blood begins to flow down from under Bob's pillowcase for the final time. Stephen, Anna, and Kim are eating in the diner where Stephen used to meet with Martin in the next scene. Martin enters and takes a seat at the bar. Looking back at them, the family rises and departs. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.